In the mountains of Afghanistan, dust rises as American soldiers move quietly through the dawn. For 20 long years, they fought here. Some came home, others never did, but all of them carried Afghanistan with them. Brief pause. The sound of gunfire fades into silence. For 2 decades, they fought a war half a world away. Some returned with stories, some with scars, and some didn't return at all. Yet, every one of them left a piece of themselves in those distant hills. Invades Afghanistan, Bin Laden killed, troops withdraw. It began as a mission of justice, born from the smoke of September 11th, 2001. But as the years went on, the mission changed, the reasons blurred, and an entire generation of American soldiers grew up in the shadow of an endless war. Title fades in, U.S. Soldiers in Afghanistan. The war, the sacrifice, the legacy. This is not a story about politics. It's a story about people. The men and women who wore the uniform, who left their families, their homes, and everything they knew to serve in one of the harshest places on earth. More than 800,000 Americans served in Afghanistan. Some were barely out of high school when they raised their right hand and swore to protect their country. For many, it wasn't about politics. It was about duty, unity, and the hope of a safer world. Training clips and departure footage play. Young recruits hugging family members, loading onto planes. They answered the call. They trained, they fought, they endured. Behind every mission were moments of fear, brotherhood, loss, and courage. This isn't just about what they fought for. It's about what they lived through and what they still carry today. Footage of desert patrols, small villages, mountains, and quiet camp nights. Life in Afghanistan was unlike anything they'd ever known. Scorching heat, freezing nights, constant uncertainty. Each day began with a silent prayer and ended with relief that they were still alive. They patrolled through mountain passes, met Afghan families, shared meals, and built friendships in the middle of chaos. Amid the danger, there were moments of laughter, of connection, of humanity. Short pause, music slows. Every soldier had a story. One said, "Every day felt like borrowed time. You didn't know if the next mission would be your last." Music grows heavier, distant gunfire and heartbeats. The cost was enormous. Over 2,400 American service members lost their lives in Afghanistan. More than 20,000 were wounded. And countless others came home with invisible scars, PTSD, anxiety, and memories that never fade. The battle didn't end when they left the war zone. For many, it followed them home. The sounds, the faces, the moments, they still echo in their minds. They left the battlefield, but the battlefield never left them. Scenes of the 2021 withdrawal. Kabul airport, soldiers watching planes depart. Then came 2021, the final withdrawal. The world watched as 2 decades of conflict came to a close. For veterans, it was a storm of emotions, pride, pain, and the question that still lingers, was it worth it? One soldier said, "We did our duty. History will decide the rest." Music turned soft, emotional, visuals of memorials, folded flags, and names engraved in stone. They served in the longest war in American history, not for glory, but for each other. Their courage, their sacrifice, and their endurance deserve to be remembered. Because behind every uniform was a son, a daughter, a friend, a human being who chose to stand when the world was trembling. Slow fade, soldiers smiling, embracing, saluting. To those who served, thank you. Your story will not be forgotten. If you or someone you know served in Afghanistan, share their story below.